Parenting is one of the greatest gifts we will ever experience. And it can also be one of the most exhausting seasons a marriage will walk through. Between sleepless nights, constant responsibilities, emotional demands, and the pressure to do everything right, many couples find themselves quietly overwhelmed. What often goes unspoken is that the exhaustion isn't just physical. It's emotional. It's mental. And over time, it can create distance in a marriage. That's why learning how to navigate parenting burnout together matters so much. Parenting burnout is more than being tired. It's that feeling of being constantly drained, even after rest. It's snapping more easily, feeling numb, or wondering where the joy went. It's resentment creeping in when responsibilities feel uneven. And it's feeling like you're failing, no matter how much you're giving. If you've ever felt this way, you're not alone. Burnout doesn't mean you don't love your children or your spouse. It usually means you've been carrying too much for too long without enough support. And when burnout goes unaddressed, it doesn't just affect individual parents. It affects the marriage. Communication becomes shorter. Affection fades. Small frustrations turn into big arguments. And couples begin operating more like coworkers than partners. Many couples assume the solution is just getting through the phase. But burnout doesn't automatically disappear on its own. It requires intention. The first step in navigating parenting burnout together is acknowledgement. Burnout grows in silence. Healing begins when someone is willing to say, "I'm overwhelmed." This isn't about blaming your spouse or keeping score. It's about creating space for honesty. Instead of saying, "You never help," try saying, "I'm feeling stretched thin and I need support." Instead of assuming your partner should know what you need, choose to say it out loud. Simple questions can open meaningful conversations. What feels hardest for you right now? What part of parenting is draining you the most? What would help you feel supported this week? These conversations shift the focus from blame to teamwork. Another key part of navigating burnout together is resetting expectations. Many parents burn out because they're trying to keep the same pace they had before kids. They aim for perfection in every area, and it's simply not sustainable. Every season requires different standards. Sometimes the most loving choice you can make is simplifying. Easier meals, fewer commitments, letting go of things that can wait. Peace often comes when couples decide together what truly matters right now. Sharing the load intentionally is another powerful step. Burnout often intensifies when one partner feels like they're carrying most of the weight, especially the mental load. Navigating parenting burnout together means regularly checking in. What do you need help with this week? What can I take off your plate? What feels overwhelming right now? These small check-ins, done consistently, prevent resentment from building quietly. Emotional connection also matters deeply during burnout. Burnout doesn't mean love is gone. It usually means energy is gone. Connection doesn't have to be elaborate. Sometimes it's a 10-minute conversation after the kids are asleep. Sometimes it's holding hands, praying together, or expressing one appreciation out loud. Small moments of connection remind you that your marriage still matters, even in survival seasons. Rest is another essential part of healing burnout. Rest isn't a reward for finishing everything. It's a requirement for patience, clarity, and emotional regulation. Navigating parenting burnout together means protecting rest as a shared value. That might mean trading childcare shifts, scheduling intentional downtime, or learning to say no without guilt. When both partners are depleted, everything feels harder. For couples who share faith, prayer can be a powerful anchor during burnout. Faith doesn't remove the workload, but it reshapes how you carry it. Short prayers together, a scripture read before bed, asking God for strength and wisdom instead of perfection. Even small spiritual practices can bring peace and unity back into the home. Sometimes burnout is a sign that extra support is needed, and that's okay. Support might look like asking family for help, adjusting schedules, or speaking with a counselor. Seeking help isn't weakness. It's wisdom. Parenting burnout doesn't mean you're failing. It means you're human. When couples choose to navigate parenting burnout together, they trade isolation for partnership, resentment for empathy, and exhaustion for shared strength. This season may be heavy, but it doesn't have to pull you apart.